How much news is going to break next week at the Super Bowl? Like, are we going to find out about Tom and Phil and where everyone's going next week?
This is where the hype machine definitely picks up substantially because you have all the agents, all the teams in one place. The one thing to understand, this has happened before, it happened like 5 years ago. There's a really long break between the combine and free agency this year. Free agency doesn't start till March 18th. That's the latest I can ever remember. So you've got like 2.5 weeks or so before free agency after the combine. So what happened last time was teams were really reluctant to show their hands to agents. Why? Because if you tell an agent what you're going to do, you now he's got 2.5 weeks to shop that around to other teams and say, hey, can you beat it? Oh, yeah. So this could be a little bit slower of a process in terms of what actually comes out in Indianapolis. But this is also unique in that this quarterback market has more guys. I mean, you're talking about some of the greatest players who have ever played the game, plus some young guys coming off their rookie contracts. Plus, you got a really good draft class. This is going to be the hardest it's ever been to peg what happens at the quarterback position. The answers are it's going to be a slow trickle here over the next several weeks. I would not expect to leave Indianapolis knowing where all the bodies are going to be buried.
Marquee names right now moving. I mean, marquee. Tom Brady, anytime Tom Brady's doing anything, it is noteworthy. If he's selling that terrible chocolate on Facebook, it's noteworthy. If he's building another TB12 therapy treatment center, it's noteworthy. Now the fact that he's playing the game how he's playing it, I absolutely love personally, because if the greatest of all time can do it, he should do it. And I like that he's in social media, he's engaging, he's kind of trolling people. There's no chance that he does all this and then leaves. Is there? There's no chance that the social media, the Instagramming, the Twittering, the going to a fight by yourself basically to go talk to Mark Davis, all of these things, there's no way he leaves. He's just doing this strictly for leverage against the New England Patriots. Am I accurate in saying that, or is there a chance he actually leaves, you think?
I never say never on anything in the NFL, Pat. And what I would say is Tom Brady, this is the first time in his 20-year career that he's been a free agent. So what's been communicated to me for the past month and change here has been that he really wants to, I know he said it publicly to Jim Gray, like he wants to go in with an open mind. That's really it. He wants to explore. He wants to know, what are my options? Those start to crystallize now as we get through the combine, as more teams through one way or another make their intentions known. He just wants to know exactly what's out there. Having said that, you have to look at it from Tom Brady's perspective. He doesn't need money at this point. I mean, we all would love more money, but money's not like the driving force for Tom Brady. He wants to try to win more championships. He wants to keep proving people wrong. He's 42 years old, going to be 43, wants to show that he can still play at a high level. Where is he going to have a better chance to win a Super Bowl than New England? Yes, they have personnel challenges. They certainly have challenges in terms of the skill positions, but you look at Bill Belichick, maybe the greatest defensive mind of all time, a really good offensive mind in Josh McDaniels, a system that Brady has played in for 20 years that you would then have to try to install. And, yes, I mean, Peyton Manning went to Denver. He was able to install his system. You can figure these things out. But at this stage, you don't want a transition year. How quickly can you ramp up? How quickly can you have that level of success if you go someplace else? Those are all the things that he has to weigh. If he gets offered an extra $1 million by the Chargers than what the Patriots are offering, I don't think that's the type of thing that's going to sway Tom Brady.
Isn't it so interesting to think, though, that everybody who was going ring chasing, Super Bowl ring chasing at the end of their career will go to New England, right? They're like, all right, going to New England to play with Tom. Now Tom is ring chasing himself. And he's like, is this the right place for me to do it at? You look around, they only got like $50 million in cap space. They only got like $50 million. The Raiders have already reported that they're potentially going to give him $60 million. The Patriots said, we'll give you $30 million. You got to pay him. You also have to pay
McCourty, Tooney.
There's a lot of people out there. I don't know how the Patriots have enough money to give him the weapons that he's looking for to win. If they have another year like they had last year, I would assume that this entire free agency troll bait thing that he's doing is all for naught. And that's probably what everything's looming on, is whether or not he thinks that team can win a championship.
Well, and why wouldn't you go and have conversations with coaches or GMs and let your agent listen? I mean, go out and find out. Find out what people's plan is and figure out if there's any possibility that it's better than the one that you have in New England. Again, this is the first time he's ever been through it, so he wants to go in, listen, understand what his options are. I mean, Tom Brady doesn't go up to the line of scrimmage and go, I'm definitely throwing it to that guy before he reads the defense. He wants to see what's out there and figure it out. That's the way his brain works, and so he's going to take the same approach to free agency.
It's so funny, like 20 years of being under one place. You have all these thoughts of what you would do if you had any freedom, and he's just doing them all here. He's like, I'd definitely go talk to an owner at a UFC fight. All right, we'll do that. I would leave little droppings of tweets and pictures in different places. Yeah, we'll spread a rumor with an Uber driver in Nashville that my family's looking at schools there. I mean, it's just like, it's a never-ending cycle. I can't wait to see how it ends.